Hi, my name is Niclas. I play guitar with In Flames, Engel Drömriket. Please check out The Age of Metal because it's fucking rules.
You want someone to blame, the one who drives the rusted name, but who's left will never care. Pretending becomes a chore. All you search for, a little peace of mind. Too far, too deep, a two-faced smile. So lost, you feel, I know.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the Age of Metal. I'm here with Niclas Engelin of In Flames. How you doing, sir? How's been your day in Tempe so far?
I love it. I mean, it's summer over here. It's warm. For us it's warm because we come from Scandinavia.
Yeah.
And back home it's freezing. I mean, the polar bears walk in the streets and everything's just ice cold black metal.
Well,
No, just kidding. But
actually right now it's kind of chilly because if you come here over the summer, it's a totally different story. It'll be like around 50 degrees for you guys, so it's gonna be really hot.
Definitely.
The tour is almost over. You guys have a few days left.
Well, I think we're halfway.
Halfway through?
Yeah.
How has it been so far working with, Opeth and Red Flag?
It's been an easy going ride. That's for sure. I mean, we get along well, as always with all the bands as well. I mean, it's just great. I think just laid back, have a couple of beers and talk metal.
The fans of Opeth are a little bit different of the fans of In Flames. If you see the genre kind of contrast, how has been they receive the In Flames music?
I think that Opeth, not all Opeth fans are vinyl collectors, but I mean they got some hardcore fans.
Okay.
That's for sure. Who knows every note in between songs? Isn't a note? Yeah, something like that. But I think that in the end, that people really appreciate that we are here. Definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, Siren Charms came out last August. How has been the reception of the album from the fans of In Flames?
It's been, I mean, as always, or how should I put it? I get a feeling that, when Metallica put out an album nowadays, it's always going to be those people, oh, this sucks, go back, do Red Lightning, Mushroom Puppets again, oh, you fucking, you twat, something like that. And when, that's one side of the coin, and then the other side is, oh, I love it, I fucking love it, I really appreciate that you guys try to do something else, that you don't stick to the, I mean, we get the formula and such, but we try to develop the whole package.
Now, time and time again, and this is pretty much respecting what you were saying, people get more critical towards the band, towards a new record. And I mean, what are your thoughts about how radical or critical sometimes people get about In Flames? I mean, I see it, I understand it in case of Metallica and case of these bands, but In Flames always kind of like happened the same, whether it was Clayman or whether it was Siren Charms. It's always kind of like they get critical about it.
There's always going to be people being critical, of course, and it has to be people who's going to be critical. Otherwise, I mean, it wouldn't be that exciting, maybe. And I think that people have the right to be critical, of course, and But sometimes when I read reviews who's not that well prepared or not that well into the whole thing, just write, this sucks.
Okay.
Without anything that... I mean, it could be bad criticism against the album as well. That's for sure. But please say what you feel about it.
And structure it.
Yeah, it's easier.
Now, out of this criticism, at the end of a cycle, you guys grab anything of that criticism in always to implement it on the new album or something?
No. It doesn't work like that. I think we just do music and create music what we feel like we want to hear ourselves, want to do ourselves, and then is a little bit. I don't think we should. Music should not be forced during the making of music. You should just go with the the feeling and the mood, and let the music take you somewhere.
Now, into the album, what do you consider was the main inspiration for Siren Charms?
I think there was some different ingredients who inspired the album. First of all, we moved the whole recording to Berlin. We never used to actually be out of Sweden. We moved it to Berlin during November and December, and that was the most gloomiest and moodiest part of the year. I mean, have you been to?
No, unfortunately not. No.
It's very. I mean, it's like the Land of Narnia. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All grey, dull, just raining. And then the fact that this is a historical place. You get the wall that used to be there. It's got the room down back in 88 or 89, something like that. And we recorded the album at Hansa Studio, which is 200 meters from where the wall used to stand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And at the Hansa Studio we got this big famous artists like Devo, David Bowie, Iggy Pop.
YouTube,
big artists. And you can feel that vibe within the walls of Hansa. And now we got 3 factors, or 4 factors: being away from Sweden, record during that period of time, being in Berlin, and with this historical place. Not just the war, we got the Holocaust, we got the Second World War, Hitler and stuff like that. They kept all this as a reminder. And all those elements shine through within the recording. And as I spoke about earlier, music has to take you somewhere. We didn't force it. Stop the train like this. We just did ride the train until we got what we wanted out of the train, and that became Siren Charms.
Gotcha, that's interesting.
It is, and then you got the melancholic vibe to the album. It's a little bit moodier. You get this
kind of like somber.
Exactly. Thank you for the word. Somber feeling to it, and it's very diverse, very dynamic. And I think we couldn't make Siren Charms album somewhere else. It has to be in Berlin. If we had recorded it in Gothenburg, or let's say Uppsala, Stockholm, Malmö, it wouldn't sound the same.
And it will be the same, or do you think that those
elements would be gone?
Okay.
And we actually we had the same producer, Roberto Lage, who worked with us for a couple of albums. But when they got another mixer, Michael Ilbert, he's a Swede as well. He come from Gothenburg, but he used to mix pop and rock, like rock set and stuff like that.
Oh wow!
So the album took a little bit of different turn in that way as well.
Gotcha.
Well, that's a 5 elements to why the album sounds like it is.
That's a very interesting explanation how you sound. Now, what happened in Siren that didn't happen in Sound of a Playground Fading?
We want to develop. We are musicians. We can't stand still. We need to push it forward. I mean, there's awesome bands who stand, and not to say stand still, but AC/DC. I don't wish them to change the formula. Or Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Please stay.
Keep the same sound.
I love it that way. But I think that In Flames always been a little bit about
the change,
being on the move, progression, or
change.
Yeah, a little bit like that, but not too much. Keep the element from the past, what is the defining In Flames, but we can move forward.
Gotcha. Now, the new album came out via Sony Music.
Yeah.
Is a new record label. Did they influence it in anything on the album,
No,
or
no,
when they
no.
came to the picture, you guys had everything done, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Now, this year is not only In Flames release. Yourself have released 3 albums this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Engel, your own project,
Yeah.
and Drömriket.
Yes.
That
that's
is
correct.
with
Drömriket, yeah.
with Adi, drummer of Hardcore Superstar,
Yes.
and Ralph, the singer of Mustache.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Engel first, because it seems like the long running project besides In Flames that you have.
It's actually a band.
It's a band.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a full-time band. Yeah.
But this is the new album Raven Kings.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Raven Kings and this as the different from Blood Saints?
First of all, we got new members. We got Oscar Nilsson on drums. We got Niclas Engelin on vocals.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of regrouped after the last tour, or the last tour we did for Blood Saints,
Mm-hmm.
and we thought about what we would like to do with the music, with the band and everything. We just stopped. We took a breather. And that was very important for us, for ever since Absolute Design touring, Eternity touring, and Blood Saints touring. It's never ending cycle. And then we stop this. We want to do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
So we had tons of conversation over. Those guys are huge PS4 gamers, post-apocalyptic stuff, games like that. And I used to watch movies or read books instead. So we had a lot of conversations over movies, games, and books, and actually being able to travel to all these beautiful places and different places to absorb everything. I mean, I write constantly in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, being here with you guys is something new to me.
Okay.
And that's, I mean, it would be interesting when I get home over the holidays,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll start to get into my
Writing
office and start writing something.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to get out, and I don't know what it's going to be like. And that's the funny thing, an interesting thing about making music.
Now, from the change to Blood Saints to Raven Kings, you say you got a new drummer and a new vocalist.
Yeah.
The inclusion of these two elements, they changed the record?
Yeah, they did. Definitely. It changed a lot because we kind of regrouped, and every band members were gathered and really focused and really into making Raven Kings. Sometimes you can be, I mean, you can have this interview with me and you can be here, but mentally you're home eating with your mom. Are you following?
Yeah,
but so every member was really there to do this, and wanted to make this Raven Kings the best album we could do. So therefore, always all these conversations over movies and games and stuff like that. So Michael and Marcus, the other guitar player in the band, wanted to build this world, Raven Kings world, and they are the Raven Kings. Now we're getting into games here.
Yeah,
they're all into this, and they're heading for a mission in this post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. I mean, the cover artwork was made by Joachim Lütke, who did the Dimmy Borgir and stuff like that, and it captured the sound and the mood of the album so perfectly. And then we did the first video for Salvation, so just, I mean, the city Gothenburg is in ruins, and the guys are playing it. Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, are there any tour plans for Engel? Knowing, I mean, like, you tour In Flames, you go all over the world. We will see, or have the chance to see, I will paraphrase it better, to see Engel in the United States at some point?
I get that question at least 2-3 times a day.
Because we went to see it.
Yes, exactly. I love that question. I would love to bring Engel over here, because I think that people would embrace the band and really welcome it. Wow, being like this is a cool band. So that I think that Engel has something to give metal fans over here in the States, Canada.
Now, what about Drömriket?
That's a different ballgame. Okay. Because first of all, we sing in Swedish.
Oh, okay, so it's more local?
Yeah, you can say very local, because all the lyrics are very political aware.
Oh, really?
Because it's all about our suburbs where we grew up.
Okay.
When we grew up, it was just sunny. Everything was just perfect. We went to the mall with mom and everything, and we went to school, and then we graduated and got our jobs, and then we moved away from that suburbs. And then I always had friends who stayed, of course. And I went back and had a coffee with them around here. But then I moved away from Gothenburg. I had wife and kids. And then went back. It's like a ghost town. Everything is just rolled down.
Everything changed.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. And Jonas, the bass player, who's written all the lyrics for this, he was like, what the fuck happened? And we have to do something about it. So the intro to the whole album is actually on a tram. Oh. Yeah, and driver, or whatever you call it, chauffeur.
The chauffeur, yeah.
The next stop is Frölunda Torg. Next stop is going to be Briljantgatan. Okay. And then to the end. And then the album kicks in. Puff.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's quite, it's very local. It's about this Tynnered, it's called. Västra Frölunda. So, but the music itself is a more classic rock kind of feel. Black Sabbath meets Blue Oyster Cult meets I don't know, folk.
Well, I mean, definitely the voice of Ralph will fit in those kind of music, of course.
Yeah.
Now, going back to In Flames,
yeah.
We disappeared a little bit with all your many projects. What is next for you guys after, like this run through the United States is over? What is next for 2015 for In Flames?
We will start late February again over here.
Okay, so you guys are coming back?
Yeah, we're coming back.
Sweet.
Well, sorry, and then we are doing UK, I think for 2 weeks, something like that. And then it's time for the radio festival, like Rock on the Range and stuff like that.
The radio festivals in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were back 2 times during the springtime. And then it's time for festivals over in Europe.
In Europe?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like it's quite busy.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, Niclas, do you have any last words to the fans out there that I've been listening to Siren Charms, and they're kind of divided. We understand that.
Yeah.
They are the ones that really love the album, and the ones that kind of like, what is this? And then again, when we were talking before, do you have a message for those 2 fractions?
If you actually embrace the fact that it's 5 elements, we moved away from Sweden to record the new album. It was in Berlin, and in Berlin is a very historical place with the fall of the wall, the Holocaust, the Second World War, and actually it's a very, very cool city itself, because it's a huge club scene. It got great bars and theaters and museums. I mean, you can do stuff every day. And the fact that it was recording during November, December in Berlin, it's all dull and it's all a little bit melancholic. You will write a poem. Oh no, stuff like that. And the fact that we have a different mixer this time, Mikael Ilbert, who did the mix. I mean, just embrace it. I mean, now during this time of year, it's the perfect time to pick up Siren Charms, which is awesome. Check it out. And don't forget about Engel Drömriket. You need it.
Thank you very much, Niclas.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
A pleasure.